Okay, so yeah, so I've been kind of cleaning these. Some of them are an okay shape, like this one is not bad, but some of them are in pretty bad shape, like this one here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably buy like a box of them. I'm gonna go to Lowe's and buy a box of zinc coated. I think these are called carriage bolts. I don't know why not. I'll just use regular bolts. It'll be easier. Because what I do is I countersink the bolts. See, so they're like halfway into the trailer, so they don't really get in the way anyway. So I'm wondering if I should just buy regular bolts. Whatever's cheaper, I guess. So the way these work are, when you get them in the trailer, you get a hammer and you hammer it in, and then you tighten the nut, and then hopefully the wood holds it in the place. And it did for the most part, anyways. So what I got going on here is I'm gonna go repaint the top part where the deck was sitting on, because there was so much rust. See, like, a lot of the paint is not on there anymore, and that's probably because of the fire too. I just got to go and do it again. I think I did paint it before. Oh man, yeah. So I got to scrape off all this like loose paint still. And then I'm just gonna go get some of this. I'm gonna try this Dupli-Color Rust Fix. I think it's just a black paint. I think. Let's find out. Way to find out. Oh, it's not. It's a rust converter. So what this does is it turns the paint into like a primer. I think it would just be better just to paint over it with primer. But oh, well, I guess it won't hurt. So what it does is it converts the rust into like a black primer. Is what it does. See, that's what it says. And pretty much it does the trick, you know. So I'll probably just do a light coat of that, just to get any of the rust that I missed. The important thing is to get all the loose rust off, and then go ahead and paint it. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. It looks pretty good. I've already cleaned it. I ran over it with the wire brush guy here. This guy on drill. So yeah, I just went over that, and then we'll go and spray it with that rust converter, and then we'll put some. I'll probably just put some black primer or something on it over it, just to keep it from rusting. All right, and plus it's on the top of it's on the top of the trailer, between the deck and the trailer itself. You're never gonna see it again. It's just to make sure like it doesn't rust through, you know. And so far it's been pretty good. It's a California trailer, so it's a good trailer. There's not too much rust on it. All right, let's make out. So what I think I'm gonna stop there today. We're just gonna paint this part here, and then maybe I'll leave it for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have to replace some of these bolts. It's taking me a long time to clean them all. See, like, they're pretty nasty too, some of them. It's taking me a long time to clean them all, and I think the ones that are really bad, you know, see, they have the wood stuck to it. I might just buy a box of new ones. It'd be nice to have new fasteners. And like I said, I don't even know if I'm just gonna use bolts, or it may be better just to use bolts. But whatever's cheaper, I guess. I think the carriage bolts are cheaper. I gotta buy like 16 of them. That's the shitty part. So yeah. So that would mean I have to buy like 32 of them. So I might as well just buy like a whole box. If I could spend maybe 10-20 bucks on it, that's okay. No problem. Get new fasteners, and you know, some of them are in pretty bad shape. So I know I probably should replace some of them. Might as well just replace them all, maybe. All right. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna paint the top part for today, and then tomorrow we'll go and put the deck back on. Yeah. So I was planning to put the deck back on, but I was like, oh man, this is taking a long time to clean all these. I was cleaning it with the wire brush over there. Maybe I can get new new thing. I'll head over to Lowe's. So should be good. All right, here's my go. Alright, Hayes Mega here. So it's the next day, so I guess after that, after you spray that rust converter, it's just to let it dry for like an hour. So there it is. And it did, for the most part, it turned the primer, it turned the rust into primer. It's not bad. I can see still see some stuff I need to take out all that old paint, you know. It looks like the spray got underneath the paint anyway, so tried my best to chip off all the old paint, but some of them just won't come off so easily anyways. But yeah, so there it is. So it looks like after the rust converter, and then now I'm just gonna spray it with indoor outdoor primer, black primer, and it says it dries in 10 minutes or less. Wow, it's pretty fast. So yeah, I'm just gonna spray it with this, and then that'll be it for the prep, and then I'm just gonna let it dry for the rest of the day a little bit, like for an hour or two, and then I'll start drilling holes in the new deck. Also, I went to Lowe's yesterday and I bought some new bolts. They're 3/8 by 1.5 carriage bolts. That's what they look like, and they're brand new. I only got 25 though, so I might not have enough. This must be like 15, so I'm gonna have to reuse some of them. So I probably just pick out the best ones, because not all of them were bad. You know, they were just a little bit rusty. So yeah, I'll just pick out the best ones, and then we'll reuse them. I'll try to use as much of the old ones as I could, because I don't know how many of these ones on the front we're gonna need. All right. I think this costs 29 cents a bolt, which I think it comes out to about like $15 or something, almost. So it's not too bad a deal, and they're newer bolts. So these are the zinc plated ones, the shiny ones, the bling bling. But even though they're zinc plated, they'll still rust at some point when the coating wears off. All right, let's hang up. Alright, here's my hair. So this is the new deck that's going to be going on. This is that Hydrotech deck that I bought. I cut in half. Boy, I can't even tell which way the grain is. I wanted to make it so the grain is going, you know, vertically across the trailer, because that's the way I mounted the first board. I don't think it really makes a difference, but yeah. Can't really tell anymore. But this is after I primered it and painted it and put the sand on it. The sand didn't go on too well, but it doesn't matter as long as I get some grippy stuff on it. So that's the way it's gonna go on right there. So what I gotta do next is I gotta put the old deck on top of this, and then I'm gonna use it as a template to drill holes into, and then that way we just bolt it on. And then we'll have to countersink it also. There we go. And I almost got the deck ready to be put on. So I've got my drill with the big drill bit on it, and we'll go drill it. So I got the so basically I just have to copy this. So I'll just put this over the new deck, and then I'm just going to drill holes in it. Piece of cake. I only got 2 of these clamps here, so I'm going to have to like kind of just rotate it around. Also, I'm going to have to make a cutout here for the rear stake, the rear kind of side stake. So I'm going to have to get a basically what I'm going to do is use the marker and then just outline it, and then I'll cut it with a jigsaw or something. Alright, there it is. That's the deck. That's how it's going to go on there. Man, I feel like it's going to go on a little crooked. don't think the holes are lined up properly. We'll see how it is when we get it on there. Yeah, it looks like it's crooked a lot. This side is towards the edge a lot, but that's good if it's towards the edge, because the inner part where it folds, it's gonna be it's gonna bunch up in the center. So what we got to do with that is I have to countersink it. So, and this is how I countersink it. I use a see, you can tell I've already done it with this one. I use this to make a countersink in here for the carriage bolt head, so it goes inside the so when we mount it to the trailer, it's going to go into the board a little bit more, and then that way it doesn't interfere with the other side of the other side of the deck, and it's going to be like that. So we're just going to do these ones, the ones on this side here, and that'll be it. And then we go put it on. Yeah, I kind of get this one on there. Just the holes were like terribly like disfigured, you know. So I may have to re-drill it somewhere to get it to fit properly. This board might go on crooked. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Okay, so I actually use this thing, this kind of like hole bit, to do it, because the whatchamacallit wouldn't stay still. So I probably have to do it a little more. But we're gonna finish it off with this one after that, because this one makes it nicer, and it kind of like it burns the wood, like it kind of like it kind of melts the wood a little bit, so it'll help sear the outside, keep you know, water out and stuff. All right, there it is. I got it done. So yeah, I countersunk it about halfway in there. You want to make sure it's pretty good and down in there, and then I use this to kind of like smoothen it out on the bottom, because the other one isn't quite that perfect. So it's ready to go on. I'm pretty sure it's going to go on crooked, but if it does, oh actually yeah, there's one thing else I have to do. I have to get the jigsaw and cut an indentation out for the stakes, because I think it hangs out a little bit. Okay, so there it is. I did it cut out. I think I went a little crazy on this side here. But so what I'm going to do is get some primer, some, I guess, gray primer or whatever, and then I'm going to spray all the exposed wood just here and here. You know, this is a lot of prep just to put the deck on. It's ready to go on. So I sprayed some primer over the exposed wood, and let's see if it fits. If it doesn't, we'll just have to adjust the holes. There it is. Ain't it a beauty? Anyway, I haven't bolted on now, but I put it over it and it fits pretty good. Yeah, it was kind of hitting this before, but then I nudged it a little bit and it looks like it fits. So what I'm going to do next is put all the bolts on there. It's a little bit crooked. Yeah, it's a little bit crooked, but I think it's okay. In fact, I think it should be crooked the other direction, because this bolt kind of gets in the way. It's kind of weird. Plus I'm going to have to tighten these. I should have done it well. That's okay, I could flip it over and do it. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and bolt it on now. This fit pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. This one looks like it needs to be... Yeah, this one looks like it needs to be cut a little more, maybe. Maybe I can just grind it down a little bit. I know it's super crooked. I'll worry about that later. I can always cut that or sand it later. All right. So it looks like most of the holes are going on properly. Maybe not like this one here. Something goes in, sorta, kinda. So yeah, I'm having some trouble on this side. I guess I don't know. I must have screwed up drilling it, and for some reason, I don't know. For some reason, that side's not fitting properly. But it's like it's crooked this way. So, but it doesn't really bother me that much. As long as it's on there. Yeah. So looks good. If anything, I would rather have it offset a little more back this way. It doesn't matter how far back this is, you know. but as long as it's on there and it's secure. So so I'm gonna go get the drill and slot this a little bit. Like this one looks like it needs to go down away a little bit, so we're just gonna do that. I don't know what happened to that side. I screwed up drilling it, and then we're just gonna get the hammer, pound them down into the boards, and then start tightening it down, and that's it. It's done. And then I will worry about the E-tracks later. I'm gonna actually drill all the holes through for the E-tracks this time. Like this one, these two are actually drilled all the way. This one is mounted to the frame, so this bad boy won't come off. Alright. Oh, there it is. I was looking for it. There was 16 of them. They're right here. This one's the 16th right here. Alright, here's that. Alright, so I'll kind of show you how this works. So I'm using the same nuts and bolts, but I'm pretty much using the newer, pretty much as much as the newer stuff as I could. Some of this stuff is still good, but so you're gonna get a lock washer and a nut. Go here. I'm gonna pound this bad boy into there. Okay, that's enough. Make sure there's nothing on there, because this thing was, oh damn, some of these just straight up fell off. Okay, that's probably just gonna keep on happening. Should probably just done one at a time, but I have to make sure they all fit properly. Some of them didn't. And then you're just gonna get you're gonna put the lock washer, put it on, and then you're gonna put the nut on. There you go. It's in there. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but I can't really flip the deck over yet until I get a couple of them in. But it'll be easier to. So what I'm going to do is probably just pound each one in, and then I'll flip it over eventually. So tying it, I have to. It's loosening it on this side. So okay, and just go ahead and tighten it. And the good thing about the board is it adds rigidity to the trailer too. So I'll probably want to try to get it as snug as I could, not applying too much force. That one is okay for now, and then we'll go around and tighten everything again later. But so you just got to do that for all of them. So that one's in there. All right. So I got like 14 more to go. Alright, new deck installed. There it is. I'll show you what it looks like unfolded. That's what it looks like when it's folded. It takes up much less space. It's on there. It was a bitch to get some of these on there, but yeah. But I got them all on there. Cool. And they got all new fasteners, so that's good. The other one, the front one, we're just gonna have to find the best ones, and then we'll use those and reuse them. But I still have a box of carriage bolts, so there we go. Got it in there. Some of them were hard to get in there, especially the ones on the corners, because there's so much stuff interfering. But yeah, it's good. So let's see what it looks like unfolded. Okay, there it is. Oh, there it is. The rear deck is complete. Almost complete. I had to put the E-tracks on the back, and make sure that the little gate fits. This guy. Oh, I had to put the license plate on too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so the license plate is just gonna go like this. Oh, whoa! There's a spider that just came out of that. That was crazy. Yeah, so it's just gonna go somewhere like that, and I'm just gonna use some screws to put them on. I don't even know why I put the plate back on, man. It makes a good lip for the ramp to go on. That's fine. Man, look at this. This plate is almost gone already. Yeah. I might have to put extra screws on it, I think. I'll probably put like 2 here and then 2 here. Yeah, just screw like as much of it as you can, but I'm using fender washers to get them on there. So license still needs to go on, and I need to check to see if this fits. I don't think it'll fit. Looks like it's sticking out quite a bit. I might have to cut a little more up, or yeah, this one will definitely fit. And then put the E-tracks on. But for now, the rear deck is done. So now we gotta focus on the front deck. So it's actually still in pretty good shape. Think about it. I'm on it right. I'm standing on it. The top part of the first layer of wood is coming off, but other than that, it's still much better than the other wood was. But let's just go ahead and change it. Yeah, this piece of wood has lasted a long time, and I hope this one lasts just as long. There it is. Looks good. I hope it can withstand the elements for many years to come. It doesn't bother me that this sticks out a bit, though. Nah, it doesn't bother me at all. As long as it's solid, you know. I don't want to stand on it because it's gonna make the trailer go whoop. It's gonna make the trailer do a wheelie. Yeah, you can't really stand. Well, you can probably stand over the axle. It's pretty solid. Cool. Yep. So there it is. Rear deck complete. Mostly complete. Alright, here's my go.